We are now ready to start creating our own workbook from scratch. To create a brand new worksheet, start with File, click New, and then click Blank Workbook. The shortcut key to do this is Ctrl-N. I'm going to come down to the zoom slider and just zoom in a little bit. You will notice when we first open the workbook that the cell A1 is already selected. It is the active cell, so we can just start typing directly into it. To practice, we're going to help Sean create a spreadsheet of his expenses for the day. So I type expenses, and now I could click away, but that's really bad practice, and we'll discuss that more later. Your best options are to either press Tab, which will jump you one cell to the right, or to press Enter. We're going to press Enter twice to give ourselves a bit of space. Now I'm going to type in another heading, which is Item, and then press Tab and type in Cost, and then press Enter again. And you can see it's jumped back to the beginning of row 4. Perfect. Now my first item was my train ride, so I'm going to type train and then press Tab. You'll notice when we enter text into a cell, it automatically starts it at the left-hand side of the cell. This is called left aligned. Now my train journey costs $6.30, so I'm going to type 6.3 and then press Enter. The numeric value has aligned to the right of the cell. This is normal behavior and nothing to worry about. Okay, my second expense was a coffee, so I'm going to type coffee and Tab, and that was $3.50. Enter, and then I'm budgeting for my lunch. I'm going to spend $12 and Enter. What about if I want to change a value though? So let's say I made a bit of a mistake with the train journey. I've only factored in the trip into work, and really I should put in the return journey. So I'm going to click onto cell B4, and that's a single click, and I can simply over type the value. So if I type 12.60, you can see it's replaced what was there before, and I click Enter to commit the change. If you start typing and you've done something wrong, then you have the option to just press the Escape button, and that will undo the change. So Enter commits, Escape rolls it back. In the situation where you actually want to make a slight change in the cell, you don't want to completely replace it, so I'd like to put train ride rather than just train, you have a couple of options. If you double click in the cell, you'll see my cursor is now blinking, and I actually can type into the cell without replacing what was already there. The other way of doing this, I'm going to Escape, is to come up to your formula bar just under the ribbon, click in there, and as you did before, type ride and then press Enter. Either of those methods works equally well. The shortcut to double click is to press your F2 key, and on some keyboards you may need to press Function F2. Now I'd just like you to notice that while my cursor is blinking in the cell, while I'm in edit mode, my ribbon is grayed out. I can't save and I can't use any of the tools while I'm actually changing a cell. So if you find yourself in that position, just remember to press Enter or Escape. I'm going to press Enter, and you can see my ribbon is back to normal. Okay, let's look at entering a date now. So I'm going to click into B1. And when you come to enter dates in Excel, it's very important you use your correct regional date setting. So for example, in Australia, today would be the 12th of April. So I put day/month/year. And you can put a 4-digit year or 2-digit year, either work equally well. If I was in the US, I'd make sure I put month/day/year. Now the last thing I need to do is to actually get a total of my costs. So I'm going to click into B7 where I want to put my total. And there's a really nice little key up on the Home tab of the ribbon. If you come to the far right, you'll see something called Auto Sum. And it's got a sigma, which looks like a weird E. Single click on Auto Sum, and you'll see it's actually said it's going to sum up all the values from B4 to B6. Just press enter, and there you go. You've now created your expenses. Have a go at creating your own expenses for the day.